So today what we are going to see is that we are going to see some again some simple link. Okay, uh, it's heat equation and dynamics. So far we have seen only the first order linear PDE problems. Okay, now we are going to see second order linear PDE, a simple problem only. Okay, so three big PDEs we have seen. One is heat equation, another is wave equation, another is Laplace equation. Okay, so we'll see heat equation, wave equation, and Laplace equation in this lecture using the method called separation of variables. Okay, using the separation of variables we are trying to find. So let's see that. So first let's see separation of variables for heat equation. First let's see what is heat equation. Okay, so the heat equation is like this: ut is equal to c square uxx. Okay, I'm just going to take a simple rod. Okay, a rod of length 0, L. Okay, this is a rod of thin. Okay, the thickness is very small, so I'm just ignoring that. So 0, L. Okay, small rod. Where I keep 0 degrees Celsius here. Okay, I keep 0 degrees Celsius here, and at this end also I'm just keeping 0 degrees Celsius. Okay. Here I'm going to give some function. Okay, at u of x comma 0 equal to f of x I'm going to give. Okay, so the remaining places 0 to L is here. So here I'm going to give some f of x is I'm going to give. Okay, for each time step. Okay, when x equal to 0, what I'm going to give is that I'm going to give u of x comma 0 equal to f of x, some function of x I'm going to give. Okay. Then what will happen to this problem? Ut is equal to c square uxx, where what you have is that you have a initial condition and boundary condition. Okay, these things are there. Now what we are going to do is that we are trying to find the solution for this problem. Okay, that's what I have written here. Ut is equal to c square uxx on 0, L t greater than 0, and then u of x comma 0 equal to f of x belongs to 0, L. Okay, and u of 0 comma t equal to 0 t. U of L comma t equal to 0 t is very small. So we will derive this equation a little later. Okay, how they are. Of course, you may know if you have attended my lecture of cancer treatment modeling. So in that I have derived a similar thing. So we'll derive that probably once again in the next class. Tomorrow, next week, next class we'll derive heat equation and wave equation. Okay. So now we are going to solve the problem. Okay. So we assume that many conditions are there, many existence and other things are there. What we are going to do is that we are going to solve the problem. Okay. So what we are going to do is that the condition is given here. We are trying to find the answer at u of x comma t. So our aim is to find u of x comma t. U of x comma t. Okay. At t equal to 0 it is given. Now what is the condition at u of x comma t? Okay, that I need to find. So let's see that. So before that, let's see some simple problems how to use that, because this is going to be this is given as a assignment for you. Okay, finding the separation of ODE. So I'm just going to solve some simple problems first. Okay, so let's take a simple problem. The problem is that u of x comma what is that? What we are going to do in the case of separation of PD is that, see, we are trying to find the answer for u of x comma y, right? In the previous problem, means the heat equation, we are trying to find u of x comma t, right? So what we are going to do is that we are going to make some assumptions that this can be written as, okay, something like g of x into h of t, let's say, okay, like this. If I have any problem which involves which has something like fx du, okay, etc. Okay. But what I am going to do is that, for example, if it is having only two variable, I can write this as g of x into some h of y. Okay, and this assuming that this x and y are separable. Okay, whatever x is there, that I just assume that it is separable. Whatever y is there, I am just assuming that it is separable. Means the solution is going to be a product of product solution. It is called as product solution. Okay, it is called product solution. If it can be written as u of x y equal to g of x into h of y. Okay, so this is separate, completely dependent on x only. There is no dependent of y. Here it is completely dependent on x. Similarly, if I have a n variable, okay, x equal to x1, x2, etc., xn, what you can do is that you can do the same way. U of x1, x2, etc., xn. Suppose this is my multi-dimensional one. Okay, where I can do what I can do is that I can just do something like let's say like f1, what I have written here is I have written g, right? So g1 of x1, okay, g1 of x1, g2 of x2, etc. gn of x. Okay, so like this I can write. If I can write this, I call it as a product system. Okay, this I call it as product system. Now we are going to use this concept for our problem here. Okay. Okay, first let us take a simple problem. Since I already we have solved, okay, the first class itself we solved this equation, our second class. So what we have taken is that ux plus uy. So in this case, we have seen that this is going to be something like e power x minus y or half x minus y. See, so now let's see like how this solution is going to be done. So ux plus uy equal to 0. Okay, so I am assuming that u is equal to, I am going to assume that it is going to be some function of x and function of y. So I am just going to assume that v of x comma y equal to x of x into y of y. Okay, then what is ux? Ux is going to be x dash. This dash is with respect to x. Okay, into y of y, and uy is going to be x of x into y dash of y. Okay, this is with respect to y. Okay, I'm just abusing this notation. Okay, dash here in respect to x, here it is respect to y. Okay, so some books they just denote different like dot and dash very differently. So I'm just abusing the notation. Now I can substitute it over here. So I can just substitute this x dash of x into y of y plus x of x into y dash of y equal to 0. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to divide this by x of x by y of y. Okay. So in this case, what we need to assume is that this is not equal to 0. I got to assume. Okay, and then only you can divide. So if it is equal to 0, what will happen? Either x of x equal to 0 or y of y equal to 0. Okay. So in this case, what will happen is that in this case, u itself will become 0. Okay. Suppose x of x equal to 0 or y of y equal to 0. If this becomes 0 for x and y, then what will happen is this u will become simultaneously 0. So, but we are not interested in such solution. Okay, we are not interested in such solution. So we are assuming that x of x is not equal to 0. Okay, x of x is not equal to 0, and y of y is not equal to 0. Okay, this we are assuming. So what we can write is that in this case I can just divide that. Okay, divide the entire thing by x of x by y of y. Then this will become like x dash by x plus y dash by y equal to 0. Okay, because here y get cancelled, here x will get cancelled. So I can write this again as x dash by x equal to y dash by y minus y dash by y equal to some lambda I can write. Okay, this is going to be constant. Why it is constant? See here x dash is a function of x. Okay, x dash is a function of x only. X is a function of x, therefore x dash is a function of x. X is a function of x. Therefore, this left hand side is going to be some function of x. Okay, right hand side is going to be y dash is a function of y. Y is a function of y. Therefore, this is a function of y only. Okay, so I have f of x here and g of y here. Therefore, what it is going to happen for each y, I'm going to get some value over here. Okay, so that means like if I just put some x naught here, what will happen is that this is going to become like f of x naught equal to g of y. That means what? G is constant. Okay, g of y equal to f of x naught means g is constant. Similarly, I can just put f of x equal to some g of y naught, therefore f is constant. Therefore, both are becoming constant and that constant is going to be same. Same constant is going to come. Therefore, what you will get is that you are going to get some constant. Okay, you are going to get only the constant. So what you are going to get is that you are going to get some lambda or mu, whatever you call this. Okay, so that I have written mu, so you put mu here. So x dash by x equal to minus y dash by y equal to mu. So what I can write is this, I can just write it as x dash minus mu x, okay, mu x equal to 0. I'm just combining this, and y dash plus mu y equal to 0. Okay, so I got two different ODEs. Okay, so it is two. I'm just assuming this one, and then this PD I converted into ODE. Now what I can do is that I can just solve this problem. Okay, so x dash equal to mu x means what is x? What is x? X dash equal to x dash equal to mu x means x equal to e
by y.
Okay. Yeah, this is with respect to x, so I'm just putting x here. This is with respect to y, that's why I'm just putting
Yes.
y. Okay. So then what is it going to happen? So I'm just going to substitute over here. So this is going to become like e power nu x, okay, e power nu x into e power minus nu. So I can write it as e power nu into x minus 1. Okay, almost all the assignments from I think the third or fourth problem I think. So in this case, what you need to do is that you don't need to solve this mostly. So I just asked to separate PD only. So you can just substitute it over here, and then what you need to do is that you can stop up to here. Okay, you don't need to solve the problem. You can just stop up to here. Okay, so here I solve the problem, but in your assignment problem, you don't need to solve that. You just up to converting that ODE, you can start. Okay, that is the assignment. Now let's take one more problem. Let's take one more problem. So this is actually we found this nu is arbitrary. Okay, nu is any real constant, so it is an arbitrary. So I can just take this as something like summation. Also, I can take summation e power nu into x minus y. Also, I can take. Okay, when nu is running over that entire R. Okay, uncountable sum also I can take. Okay, so if this is going to be converging, etc., then we can say that is going to be a linear solution. So that the uniform convergence, etc., will come to the picture. Okay, so that
Yes,
we are not going to worry about that right now. We'll just come to that little later. Okay. So right now I'm just using that. This is the general solution, but this is the one solution for each nu. You will get a different solution. So if you take some finite linear combination, definitely it is going to be a solution. If we take infinite linear combination, then we got to talk about the uniform convergence, series convergence, etc.
okay.
Now let's take one more problem. Yeah, let's take one more problem. It is 3u y 3u y. So it is 3u y, okay, plus 5u xxxy minus 7u xxy. Okay. So here once again same thing. Okay, so you take u is equal to x comma y equal to u x of x into y of y. Okay, I'm just directly writing this. So this is going to become like 3 into xx. Okay, here with respect to y only. Yeah, it is with respect to y only. So this is going to become like y double dash. Okay, just even ignoring this x of x also, so that I can just write it easily. So x into okay y double dash. So I'm abusing the notation. Okay, double dash here denotes with respect to y minus 5. Okay, x triple dash into y minus 7 minus plus 7x double dash into y equal to 0. Okay, so here you can't divide here y, right? That is y dash here. This is y dash here. Okay, so here I can't divide that with x y which we did earlier. So here what I'm going to divide is that
Sir, here plus 3xy dash plus
3xy double dash x 3u y, right? Two
no,
derivative.
but plus is there.
Plus is there 3x. Okay, sorry. Here minus. Okay. Yeah. Correct.
Yes,
5 minus 5
Yes,
ux.
sir.
Oh, 5. So 3xy double dash minus 5x triple y dash and 7xy extra dash. So here I can divide by x y. Instead I got to divide a different way. Okay, so that I will get this answer. I just leave it as an exercise. What you need to divide it. Okay, you have to divide by something. Okay, so that you will get this one. Okay, what you are going to get is that you are going to get this something like 3y double dash. Okay, 3y double dash. That is a mistake. I think second one. Okay, 3y double dash. 3y double dash. I'm going to get. Okay, 3y double dash by y. Okay, by y dash minus. Okay, so this side I am just going to get 5x. Okay, 5x triple dash. So I can just guess that what I am going to divide. Okay, so what I am going to divide is that xy dash I am going to divide. Okay, if I divide by xy dash, here x will get cancelled, only y dash will be there. So here you can just y dash will get cancelled. Okay, here also y dash will get cancelled. Plus 7x dash x double dash. Okay. Okay, divided by x equal to 0. So I can rewrite this as 3y double dash by y dash equal to 5x triple dash minus 7x double dash by x equal to, once again this is going to be some constant.
Some new.
Because,
Yes.
yeah. Sorry.
No, sir. I was saying that only.
Yeah. So here what will happen? Once again, same kind of concept. Okay, this is function of y only, this is function of x only. Therefore, this is going to become like only constant. Okay. So then you can just rewrite this equation as the way it's inherited. There is a small mistake here. That is 3y double dash. Okay, the first equation 3y double dash minus mu y dash equal to 0. So that is first ODE and the second ODE is okay. So this is the way you have to solve the problem in your assignment problem. Okay, any doubts?
No, sir.
No,
Are
sir.
you ready to solve heat equation?
Yes.
Okay, let's solve the heat equation. Okay, so the heat equation is that ut is equal to c square uxx. Okay, this is one is there. Okay, the conditions I have given there earlier. Same thing, you can just see that. And I have now what I'm going to consider is I'm going to consider only the boundary. Okay, u of x comma 0 equal to u of 0 comma t equal to 0 I'm taking. U of L comma t equal to 0 I'm taking. Okay, these are the conditions I'm just taking. Okay, we'll come to that initial condition little later. So we are going to take this. So what we need to assume, u is equal to let's take x of x, okay, and t of t. Okay, this is my u of x comma t. This is I'm going to write as u of x comma t. Okay, I can substitute it over here. So what it is going to become like, ut is going to become like x of x into t dash of t, okay, t dash of t equal to c square into x double dash of x into t of t. Okay, so now I can divide again the same way. Okay, divide by x of x by xt. Okay, divide by xt. What you will get is that you will get x here it is going to become like t dash. Okay, t dash by t equal to c square, okay, x double dash by x. Okay, this is
Yes.
going to, okay, this is, so I'm going to write this c square over here. Okay, I'm just writing the c square over here. Okay, we assume that c is not equal to 0 also. Okay, c square t, and if it is c equal to 0, then this is c is equal. So you don't need to go for the second order PD.
Yes, sir.
So t square t dash by c square t. So I'm just again as abusing notation. This t dash divide here dash denotes with respect to t. Here dash denotes with respect to x. Okay?
X.
So equal to something. Let's say mu. Okay, this is going to denote.
Yes, sir.
Now we got two different equations. One is called t dash minus c square mu t equal to 0. Another is x double dash
Minus mu x.
minus mu x
Mu x.
equal to 0.
Equal to 0.
Okay, so we got two different equations. One is t dash minus c square mu t equal to 0. Another is t square x minus by x square. Again, same concept. Okay, whatever we come. Now what we are going to do is that, so one question is that, can mu be complex? Can mu be complex? Okay, can it be complex? That's another question. Just think of it, okay? Okay, now what we are going to do is that we are going to look at the boundary conditions corresponding to this one. Okay, boundary conditions corresponding to this one. So we are assuming that my solution is of this form. So in this case, what I am going to do is that, okay, so in this case, boundary condition, okay, boundary condition I am going to take. So let's take the left boundary. So u of 0 comma t, what is u of 0 comma t is going to be x of 0 into t of t. Okay, it is given that it is equal to 0. So x of 0 into t of t equal to 0 means either x of 0 equal to 0 or t of t equal to 0. Okay, if t of t is equal to 0, what will happen? If t of t is equal to 0, simultaneously 0, okay, t is simultaneously equal to 0, then what will happen? U of x is becoming 0. Okay, t is simultaneously 0 means x, u is becoming 0. That means it is a trivial solution. But trivial solution we already know. We don't need to go for the steps on that. Immediately we know this is equal to 0, this is equal to 0. This is trivial solution. We know. Okay, we are not interested in that. We are not interested in the trivial solution. Okay, u equal to 0 is a trivial solution, which is not, which we are not interested. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
therefore we are not assuming that t of t is not simultaneously 0. Therefore, what is going to become?
X of 0 is equal to 0.
Okay, so therefore I got x of 0 equal to 0. Same way, if you apply the right boundary, u of L comma t equal to x of L into t of t equal to 0. Okay, again it's the same logic. Okay, if t simultaneously equal to 0, what will happen? This will become 0. So we are going to assume that t of t is not equal to 0, therefore x of l equal to 0. Okay, same condition, same way. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
so I got x of 0 equal to 0, x of l equal to 0. So here what I have is that I have now x double dash minus mu x equal to 0. Okay, and I have x of 0 equal to 0, x of l equal to 0. Can we solve it in ODE? Can we solve this in ODE problem?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
This is
sir.
the problem. Okay, so
Yes, sir, we
x
can
double
do.
dash minus mu x equal to 0 on 0 comma l or open 0 comma l. Okay, x of 0 equal to 0, x of l equal to 0. Okay, so can we solve this problem in ODE? It's easy, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's come to that. Okay, so because I don't know mu, so I got to take different mu's over here. We'll see that. Okay, so I'll just erase rest of the things. Okay, I'll just erase this here. I'll just consider only this problem. Okay, x double dash minus mu x, x double dash minus mu x equal to 0. Okay, and then I have x of 0 equal to 0, x of l equal to 0. This I have. So now there are mu is, I already told that mu is a real. Okay, mu is real means any real number can be like a law of trichotomy is there. So any real number, either it will be like
Greater than
either
0,
greater than 0 or
greater
less than
than
0 or equal to 0. Only 3 possibilities. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I take 3 cases. One is mu equal to 0. Okay. If mu equal to 0, what will become? This will become
X1
like
equal
x
X
double
double
dash
dash equal to 0.
to 0.
x double dash equal to 0. Okay. So if x double dash equal to 0 means what is x dash? X dash is going to be some constant.
Constant.
Let's say, A.
Constant.
Okay, some constant is going to come. That means what? X equal to
Some AX.
ax.
Ax
plus
plus
constant.
plus constant.
Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
x equal to ax plus b.
So straight line.
Now we are going to apply this condition. Okay, this is I just solved this one. X double dash equal to mu x, mu is 0, therefore x equal to ax plus b. Now I apply this condition, then what it will become? So I put x of 0 equal to 0. Okay, then what it will become? Implies that b
B.
equal to 0. Okay, we put x of l equal to 0. Okay, so this will become like, this is going to give me x equal to ax. Okay, therefore this
AL
will
plus
become x equal to ax only. Okay, now if I put x of l equal to 0, what will become? This will become like al equal to 0, but l is a positive line. Okay, l is a positive line. Therefore it is going to become like, implies that a equal to 0 because l not equal to 0.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
Therefore, what I got x of x equal to 0. Means x is simultaneously 0. X is simultaneously 0. But that is obvious case. Okay. So we just derived all these things, but till we got obvious case. Okay. So that means we are not interested in mu equal to 0. Now let's go for mu. Let's go for mu greater than 0. Okay. If mu greater than 0, what I can write is that I can write mu is equal to some. Mu is equal to mu square. Okay, I have mu equal to 0, so I can just write this. So mu equal to mu square I can write. Okay, mu I can write as mu square. Okay, I'm just writing mu is equal to mu square. Any number if you give, okay, any positive number if you give, you can just write that. I'm just writing it for some convenient only. So I can just then I can solve this problem. X double dash minus mu square x equal to 0. Okay, then what is the auxiliary equation? So for this one, we will go for the auxiliary equation. So the auxiliary equation is m square minus u square equal to 0. Therefore, m equal to plus or minus.
Plus or minus mu.
V.
Therefore, what is the solution?
Mu.
X is going to become like e power mu x
Vx
plus a into e power mu x plus b into e power minus.
minus mu.
Minus V.
Okay, so this is my solution. Now I got to apply this boundary condition. So x of 0 equal to 0 implies that this is becoming 0. So a plus b equal to 0.
Yes.
Which implies that a equal to minus.
Minus
So
B.
this will become like x equal to a into e power mu x minus e power minus mu x.
Yes.
Now x of l equal to 0 implies that, okay, a into e power nu L minus e power minus nu L equal to 0. Okay, so I have two quantity that becomes 0. Therefore, one of them should be 0. Either a is 0 or e power nu L into e power minus nu L is equal to 0. So if e power nu L and e power minus nu L equal to 0, what we have is that e power nu L equal to e power minus nu L. When this is possible?
When
This
the
is
power
possible
will
only
be
if nu equal to 0 or L equal to 0. Okay, if nu equal to 0, that means mu is 0. Mu is 0 is already discussed. Okay, if L equal to 0, L is not equal to 0 because L is a positive quantity. Okay, L is a length, so it is a positive quantity, so that is also not possible. So this is not possible. Okay, this case is not
A is
possible.
equal to 0.
Therefore, A equal to 0.
Yes, sir.
If A equal to 0, that implies that X is simultaneously 0. Okay, X is equal to 0. Okay, that means once again what I got a trivial solution. Okay, you have 0 equal to 0, I got a trivial solution, which is obvious. Okay, which I am not interested. Once again. Okay, so then we will go for another case. So we are just left with only one now. So case 3 is that we have mu is less than 0. Okay, if mu is less than 0, I can write mu is equal to something like minus q square. Okay, this is case 1, case 2, case 3. So case 3, we are just writing mu equal to minus mu square. Then the part it will become, this will become like x double dash plus mu square x equal to 0. Once again, the auxiliary equation, you will get that m square plus mu square equal to 0. Okay, then you will get that m equal to
Minus
mu I.
I. Yes.
So what you can write? The solution is going to be x equal to a cos mu
A
x
cos
plus b sin
B sin Y.
B sin
x. Okay. Now apply the condition x of 0 equal to 0. Okay. If x of 0 equal to 0, what will happen? This is going to become like a plus a equal to 0. Because
Yes.
this will become 1 a
1.
plus b into 0, so that will become 0. So a equal to 0. Therefore, which implies x equal to b sin ux. Okay. Now apply x of L equal to 0. If I apply x of L equal to 0, what will it become? So this is going to become like b sin mu x equal to 0. Sorry,
L.
b sin mu L equal to 0. Okay, b sin mu L equal to 0. So when this is going to become 0, when b sin mu L is becoming 0, what are the possibilities? So there are many possibilities. When sin becomes 0, when is sin 0? Sin
It
x
will
is
become
becoming
0 when n pi.
n pi.
If
X is
sin
equal
x
to
equal
n
to 0,
pi.
what are the possible solutions?
Sir, x is equal to n pi.
X
Where
equal
n
to n
belongs to
pi.
Yeah,
N
follow
pi.
me.
Yes, sir.
X equal to n pi.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Hello. Could you hear
Hello.
me?
Hello, sir. Sir, we
Yes,
can
sir.
hear you.
Yes, sir.
Rajat.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Hello.
Sorry, I think I could not hear you. Probably wait a second. I'll just unmute. I'll just put it on speaker. Could you hear?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. I think some issues in my microphone. Okay. Yeah. Could you speak now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
X is equal to n pi is the
I don't know
solution.
why. Could you speak?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
Hello,
sir.
sir.
I don't know why my mic is. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, I could hear now. Okay.
Sir, x is equal to n pi where n belongs to integer.
Okay. So yeah. So when if I sin x equal to 0, that means x is a multiple of n pi. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the same way here, since sin mu l equal to 0, what we will get that mu l is equal to n pi is going to come.
N
Therefore,
pi.
mu n pi by n.
L.
Okay.
Yes.
What we are going to get, there are many mu's you are going to get. Okay, you are going to get instead of mu, you are going to get un. Okay, I'm just going to denote un because n is varying, so it can be n belongs to z. So n belongs to z, that can be there. So what we are going to get is that b. So what I am going to get is this here. In this case, x equal to b into. So for each one, I am going to get different constants. So I am just going to denote as bn. Okay, bn into sine. Okay, n pi by l into x. Okay, I am going to denote as x. So I was looking for one solution, but I got infinite solutions. Okay, I got infinite number of solutions. xn equal to xn of x equal to bn sin n pi l into x equal to this is one. Okay, this is the one I got. Okay. Okay. So in some textbook, what they used to assume is that they used to assume that bn equal to 1, so that they will just take this one and then they will proceed. But I'm not going to assume that. We'll just observe it in some cases. Okay, we'll just observe this. This will be absorbed in some of the coefficients. So we'll just see that. Okay, so therefore nu equal to 0 is not possible. Nu greater than 0 is not possible. Only possibility is that nu equal to minus nu square is the only possibility. Now what we have is that we have another thing called, okay, we have another thing. So this is ut is equal to c square ux. From that we have only this one. We have one more is that which is called t dash minus mu t equal to 0. This we got to solve. Okay, this one we got to solve. So we found that mu is only possibility is mu equal to minus t square. Therefore, what I can write is that tn, okay, minus nu, instead of nu n, I am going to write nu square, okay, nu n square, because I got different nu n, okay, nu n square, t equal to 0, okay, tn dash equal to. Therefore, here also t. Therefore, what I am going to get is that tn is equal to, if I just solve this is a simple problem. What I am going to get is that I am going to get e power minus nu n square, okay, into t. This is with respect to t. Okay, this is with respect to t. Therefore, so I am going to write something here an. Okay, which is a constant. Constant will come. Okay, plus something will come. So I can just put it that as an. Okay. Therefore, what is my solution is going to become? Okay, my solution is going to become un of x comma t. Okay, un of x comma t. So this is what I got solved. X1 of x equal to I got solved and other things. Okay. So un of x comma t. So we'll come to that. One more thing I forgot to discuss. See, x1 of x equal to bn sin n by x. Okay, where n belongs to z I have mentioned. Okay, n belongs to z I have mentioned. But we don't need to go for that. Okay, what we will have is that we will have n belongs to n only. So if n equal to 0, this will become 0. So if n equal to 0, this will become 0. Which means obviously the trivial solution, which I am not interested. Okay, so n equal to 0 is ruled out. If n is less than 0, what will happen? This will become like some sign of minus sign of n pi by x. Okay, modulus of n pi by lx income. So that means this constant is going to affect. Okay, this is already a constant. So either it is plus or minus, that is going to affect. Therefore, this is once again going to become like another constant. So I'm just using the notation, and once again, okay, that's what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to assume that n belongs to only n. Okay, so n equal to 0 is ruled out. N equal to n is some constant. Okay, therefore I'm just writing that again some constant of bn into sin n by x.
Yes.
So then this one becomes all n dash n square tn equal to 0. Then tn is equal to an into e power minus n square. Okay. So then what I can write is that I can write this as, okay, is it missing something? Yeah. Okay. So I have written kn here, I have written an. So that's not a problem because it is constant only. So an or kn, it doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is that un of x comma t. So what is un of x comma t is going to be xn of x into tn of t. Okay. What is xn of x? Xn of x is pn sin n by x. This is an into e power minus n square t. Okay. So what I'm going to get? I'm going to get e power minus mu n square t into sin n pi. There is a mistake somewhere.
Constant, sir.
Okay. Actually, here it is not c t dash minus mu t. Is going to be c square mu t. Okay, because we forgot that c square over there. Okay, c square mu t is forgot. So I'm going to denote this one as c square. Okay, there will be c square, and here also c square. Okay, so this c square, nu square. Okay, this c square is nu n square. What I'm going to write here? This c square mu n square. Okay, I'm going to denote it as lambda n. Okay, this I'm going to denote as lambda n square. Okay, this I'm going to denote lambda n square. Or I can say lambda n equal to c nu. Okay, which is nothing but c into n pi by n. Okay, this I'm going to denote. Okay. So
Yes.
nu n square t n equal to 0. So this is going to become like this. So therefore this I'm going to write as lambda n square. Okay, lambda n square into sine n pi by l into x. Fine. So en of x comma t equal to x n of x into t n of t equal to e power minus n square t sine n pi x into l. So this one is called, okay, this is called as eigen. Okay, this function is called eigen functions. Okay, corresponding to the eigenvalues. So this is called eigenvalues. Lambda n is equal to c n pi by l. This is called the eigenvalues. So corresponding to this eigenvalue, this is the eigenfunctions. Okay, this is called the eigenfunctions. Okay. Now what it will comes that this is usually called as eigenfunctions. Okay. Now we forgot one more thing. These constants are there. Okay. A n is there, b n is there. So I'm going to denote these two together as something like cn. Okay, cn into e power minus lambda n square sin n by x l. So I'm just going to denote it. So this is called eigenfunctions. Okay, either you can assume cn equal to 0 or you can assume cn not equal to 0. This is called eigenfunctions. Okay, this is usually like usually many of textbooks they will assume that cn equal to 0, so that they just denote only this. Without this one, they call it as eigenfunctions. Okay, now so we found this one. Okay, now what we are going to do is that we are going to we found some solution. Okay, we found some solution for each n. For n belongs to n belongs to n. Okay, so for each n you have this one. Now what you can do is that you can do the same thing. Okay, for all infinite number of things. So I can write u of x comma t. Okay, u of x comma t as, so I'll just erase these things. Okay, so u of x comma t I can write this u of x comma t equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity un of x comma t. Okay, this I can write as summation n equal to 1 to infinity e power minus lambda n square t. Okay, sine n pi x by l into some constant c. Okay, so now you have to talk about the. So if I just write this one, you cannot write simply like this. Okay, what you need to do, you have to talk about the convergence. Okay, uniform convergence, etc. You have to talk about. Okay, then only you can write this one. Okay, so that's the reason you have studied in analysis the uniform convergence, etc. If it is uniformly converging, then you can talk about it. Okay, otherwise you cannot talk about these things. Okay, so this is the one which we have. Now how to we didn't apply one condition so far. That condition is u of x comma 0 equal to f of x. This condition is left out. This we didn't apply so far. Okay, because we have one more constant that we need to eliminate out. So u of x comma 0 equal to f of x is not applied. Now you know some property of orthogonality of sine functions. Okay, orthogonality of sine function is given like if you take sin x into sin mx, you will get that. So this is how Fourier has developed his Fourier theory. Okay, Fourier theory was developed from this point of view only. From this point only, how did he develop? He was actually during the Napoleon period. Okay, he was in his army advisor. Okay, the kind of army advisor, like he was developing this weapons and other things using the mathematical methods, etc. So he was traveling to Egypt. Okay, they were trying to capture Egypt at that time, and then they landed in Egypt. But after they captured that, they are supposed to return. In the Alexandria harbor, what happened is that their ship was, the fleet was captured or destroyed by the British people. So 2 years they spent in that warfare itself. Okay, so on the place where they stayed. So during that time only Fourier has developed this thing. So his idea was this cannon. Okay, the army, they are just bombarding the bombs, right? So that is getting so much heating. So that heat he wants to make it cool much faster. So how to do that? For that he developed some theory using then he developed this heat equation. So from that, he derived the solutions also. Okay, during that period and later the period, just derived that solution. So you can just see that history of the Fourier series. Okay, so that's how he developed that. From that point, he developed a trigonometric series. This is kind of trigonometric series. Okay, this is a combination of e power minus lambda square and sin n by x is there. So it's kind of a trigonometric series. So now let's see how this can be extended. So this is the idea. Okay, so if you take sin mx, which is an orthogonality property, you can explain that. So what is it going to do? If you take minus pi to pi, sin mx into dx equal to 0 if n not equal to. Okay, this you can verify. So using this property, what he is going to do, using the uniform convergence, etc. conditions are assumed. What you can do is that you can just find that. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do rotate here. So what I have is that I have u of x comma t equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity cn e power minus lambda x square t sin n pi x by n. Okay. Now u of x comma 0 is nothing but if you just substitute u of x comma 0 here, this is going to become like summation n equal to 1 to infinity. Okay. N
Cn
equal to
sin.
Sin cn into sin n pi. That is nothing but f of x. Okay. Now I can integrate. Okay. So I just take these two. I can just integrate that. Okay. If I just integrate integral 0 to L, so these are some of the Fourier theory which you can apply. Okay. So if I just integrate 0 to L, sin n pi x L, okay, into f of x, okay, some n pi x also you can write. What it will give you is that everything will become 0 except n equal to n. Okay, I can just write sin n pi x into n pi x. I can write all the things I can write. All this will become 0 except n pi x. Okay, so therefore what you will get is that you get Cn is equal to 2 pi L. Okay, you will get that this one 2 pi L f of x into sin n pi x by n into dx. Okay.
Yes, sir.
From this point, Fourier has developed this idea of the Fourier series. Okay, this is the history behind the Fourier series. Using the heat equation, first he derived the heat equation, then he developed some theory like this, and then he applied this, and he derived this Fourier series, etc. And his paper was rejected many times. After a few years, only he got accepted. There were many front and back. The review was happening, and then he submitted and he got accepted. So this is the idea behind the Fourier series. Okay, this is one of the important theory in many of the engineering applications and electrical applications. Okay. Okay. So now, what is the condition on f of x? F of x can be piecewise continuous. Okay, if f of x can be
Yes, sir.
piecewise continuous on the interval 0, L, and it has one-sided derivatives. Okay, you should have one-sided derivative in all the intervals 0, L. Then you can just say that this is going to this Cn can be determined. Okay. So now one more point here. Cn e power minus lambda n square t. If t tends to infinity, what will happen? This is going to become like 0. Okay,
0.
0.
You can see that when t tends to infinity, this will become like 0. So this you can observe in your natural phenomena also. You have a Kappa copy, okay, that is much fatter. When the time goes on, what will happen? The temperature is going to become like normal temperature. Okay, it is going to become like
Yes.
normal temperature.
Example.
Fine. So that makes a physical sense also. Okay. So these are some exercise where you can do that temperature and laterally insulated copper bar. I have given the conditions. Okay, I have given the conditions for f of x. Okay, f of x equal to 100 into sin pi x by 80 degrees Celsius. Okay, that I have given. The length is also 80, so it will become like you can just easily find this answer. Similarly, second problem also you can do that. Okay. Again, third problem, same way. Okay. Here I have one more problem, little complicated. Ut is equal to c square uxx plus some kach I have given. Okay, kach is some greater than 0, that I have given. So for this, what you need to do is that you have to substitute some function called v is equal to, I think u minus kach. Okay, just check that properly. Okay, that may be giving the answer. Okay, and again this is a third problem. You can instead of, okay, this is little bit different. What we have done is that in this case we have taken that u0 t equal to 0, ul t equal to 0. Okay, so fourth problem what we are taking is that instead of u0 t, I am taking ux0 t, ul0 t. Okay, ux I am putting. So in this case, what will happen is that instead of sine coefficient, cos coefficient will survive. Okay, cos coefficient will survive. So this will become like, instead of sine, this will become like cos n by x by L will come. So you can just verify that. Just solve the problem. Okay, now let's go to one more thing. So since we have derived this, I'll just leave it as an exercise for this. So we can just do that quickly. So what we are going to do is that we are just going to solve another problem called wave equation. Okay, this wave equation is something like you take a guitar string. Okay, the guitar is fixed over here. Okay, the strings are fixed over here. You just disturb here, so that it is going to get it is going to produce some kind of wave. So this is kind of, you can derive from wave equation. Okay, that we'll see it tomorrow or next class. So in this case, you have equation called utt equal to c square exx. Again, on 0, L 0 greater than infinity. So here what I have is, I have same kind of condition. You have 0, t is fixed, you have L, t fixed. I have one more condition here. Ut of x, 0 equal to g of x. Okay, ut of x, 0 equal to g of x. Now let us try to. Okay, same way here. Okay, same way here. What we are going to do is that I am going to repeat the same thing. Okay, so what we are going to do is that we are going to do utt c square ux. Okay, same thing. Okay, then what you will get is that you will get two equations. One is same kind of things. If you do x double dash plus mu square x equal to 0, another thing is going to become like d double dash minus c square ut equal to 0. Okay, so once again you will do the same kind of things. Okay, if you just go through my notes, again the same kind of things will come. Okay, equal to 0 etc. will become invalid. Okay, only change is that here t double dash minus c square ut equal to 0. Rest are all same. Okay, rest are all same. Only this is the place where we got t double dash minus c square ut equal to 0. Again you can discuss the nu equal to 0 case, nu equal to greater than 0 case. This will become 0. This will become 0. Okay, everything will become 0. Only nu equal to minus mu square is going to survive. So now what we got is that we got instead of t dash, here what I got t double dash, t and double dash is square, u square, c and ut is square. So in this case, what is tn? So let me write this as tn double dash. Okay, I'm just going to write this lambda n square. Okay, where lambda n is same. Lambda n is same as this one, c n pi by a. So then what is t n? What is the solution of this one? Sine. So this is going to become like sine lambda n t plus cos lambda n t. Some constant is going to come. So let's say like a n and b n here. Okay. Therefore, this is going to become. Okay, this is going to become like. I'm just going to rewrite this. This is going to become like un of x comma t equal to an sine lambda n t, okay, plus bn bn cos lambda n t. Okay, so this is going to become same kind of things. Okay, same kind of things what you did. So now what we are going to do is that we are going to do two things are there. Okay, so the same thing is going to happen here. You can just see that. Okay, all the same setups are same. Okay, everything is same except the final thing. It is going to become a n cos n lambda n t, p n cos n or it doesn't matter. Okay, a n b n I just change over. So a n cos lambda n t plus b n sin lambda n t. Okay, so this is some constant, so we can just use that. So here note that I am abusing the notation. Okay, at one place I am just writing it bn, but again I am writing it as a n and bn. Means I am just since they are constant, I'm just writing that. Okay, I'm just abusing the notation. Okay, it is not going to be the same constant is going to come. Different constant is going to come. I'm just abusing the notations of a and b. Okay, so that you should be careful. Okay, same kind of thing. This is called eigenspectrum, and this is called the this is called the eigenfunction. This is called the eigenvalue. And instead of all this lambda n, this is called spectrum. Again, you use the same thing. U of x comma 0 equal to, you get that similar kind of things. Okay, sin a n sin n by l into x equal to f of x will come, because I have two conditions now. One condition is that I have u of x comma 0 equal to f of x is there, ut of x comma 0 equal to g of x is there. So again, what we will have is that we will have a similar kind of things. Okay, so here you will have something like u is going to be summation n equal to 1 to infinity. Okay, a n cos lambda n t or b n. Okay, it doesn't matter. B n sin lambda n t. Sin lambda n t into sin n pi l into x. Okay. Now u of x comma 0, substitute u of x comma 0, what it will become? This will become 1, this will become 0. Therefore, a n can be determined. Okay, a n can be determined from here. Okay, substitute it over here. So this is going to become like f of x. Now use the same concept. Okay, so a n can be determined the similar way. Okay, now ut of x comma 0 equal to 0. So if you differentiate this with respect to t, what you will get is that you will get lambda n will come. Okay, bn lambda n cos lambda n t will come. Therefore, you will get bn lambda n, once you are substituting 0, bn lambda n into sin n pi by lx.
Sir, t is coming in the form of e raised to lambda x something. No? You have written a.
Sorry.
So you are taking a lambda equal to minus mu square, no sir?
Lambda is equal to lambda. I'm just taking it as lambda is nothing but c nu. Okay, what is nu? Nu is nothing but n pi by n. This is lambda. This is my lambda. There is no t coming.
Sir, what is the solution of Tn, sir?
What is the solution of
Tn solution?
What is the solution of an? You are asking.
So it is an e raised to something, no, sir?
An is going to be some constant is going to come. See, f of x sin n by x by L
No,
dx.
sir. So no, you have written an cos lambda n t plus bn sin lambda n t. Sir, instead of sir, an sin cos hyperbolic lambda n t plus bn sin hyperbolic lambda n t. No, sir.
Why hyperbolic?
Sir, in the equation, sir.
In the equation? Which equation?
So there, sir. X double dash plus v mu square x equal to 0, no, sir? And you got x equal to and so here, sir.
Is going to come.
Sir, for t, sir.
Yeah. So that means cos lambda x and sin lambda x, right? Sin x, right?
Yes, sir. And sir, for t, sir, for t.
For t is going to become like again same kind of things, right? Tn double dash plus lambda n square Tn. Because here already c square nu is there, mu is already negative, right?
Okay.
Mu is negative. Okay, I'm just going to denote that as c square plus mu square is going to come.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Because if you substitute it over here, this is going to become like mu is here positive. Once you are substituting here, what it will become? Lambda is going to become like c square mu square is going to come. But what is our mu is here? Here I have a minus system. Okay, mu is nothing but minus mu square. Therefore, if I substitute it over here, this will become like minus lambda will come. Okay, therefore minus lambda square is going to come. So minus lambda square is going to be coming. Okay, this minus, don't forget this minus. This minus is there. That's the reason we are getting plus here. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's all. This is the solution which we can find. Okay, same way for Laplace equation also. Laplace equation also we will do the same thing. Okay, see here what we will do is that we will just do instead of utt, we are going to use vxx plus uy. So same kind of things. Here instead of c square, you are going to get minus 1 here. Okay, only minus 1 will come here. Same kind of setup will go. Everything will come to the same kind of way. Okay, you will get the similar kind of equation. So here, as you said, okay, this problem, what you will get is that you will get that hyperbolic function will come. Okay, in this problem you can see that rest of the things are simple. Okay, only the once you are solving for the y, you can see that hyperbolic problem will come. Okay, so here you can see that this is hyperbolic problem. Okay, so this is hyperbolic. Here you can see that I have used sin catch nu and y. Okay, u of x comma y equal to a n sin u x sin catch nu and y.
That's right.
This problem it will come. Okay, this I leave it as an exercise. Okay, you can just explore this PDF. Okay, almost same set of things. Okay, all these three PDFs are almost same. Only change is that only once you are solving for x, it is going to be same set of things is going to come. Only for t and double dash or y and double dash, it is going to change. According to that, your solution is going to change. Almost these all three PDs are almost getting the similar set of things. Okay, only the take-home message is that you are converting the given PDE with the separation of variable into ODE. You are solving that ODE and you are getting an infinite number of solutions and you are substituting it in a series solution. Okay, that series solution we have some assumptions like uniform convergence, etc. And then we are solving. Okay, this is the take-home message for today. Any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Is it are you able to understand or follow me, or am I do I need to go slow a little?
It is fine, sir.
No, it is fine, sir.
No, sir. It's fine.
Sorry.
Fine,
It
sir.
is fine, sir.
It's fine, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.